What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Alchemy Pay today, ACH. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. Here we are at about 2.628 cents right now, finding a higher low, still consolidating in this range, this very ugly consolidation range that we've been in for quite a while, actually. And the further we zoom out, you can see that it's it's actually not as ugly the more you zoom out. It's actually more beautiful, but just this relative area here, it's kind of a blob of sorts. But overall, you're in this nice kind of upward sloping triangular look here, right? With the flat, that was not the best line there. Let me just use a flat line here. With a flat top as resistance, upward sloping line as support. That suggests accumulation. That is a nice consolidation pattern that likely will break out to the upside and not to the downside. But you never know. Anything can happen, right? Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but you never know. I would anticipate that we do break out to the upside. It's probably going to happen by the end of March here, that we would be at new highs relative to this cycle. And then going into April, I would suspect that we are reaching for our current all-time, or that's not your all-time highs, sorry. I do this every time. Is it your all-time highs? Oh, I guess it is your all-time highs. Yeah, by the end of April, I would suppose that you are at, if not likely, above your current all-time highs. And my reasoning for that is, this is the same reasoning I've said throughout a lot of videos, but let's just go over it real quick. My reasoning for that is, while yes, you did find immaculate support here, this was a very nice move that you had here. Out of your whole bull market so far, this consolidation of a bull market you've had, that was the most immaculate move. It did not break out. It was the beginning. It was the relief rally, the breath of fresh air after a long-lived bear market. Okay, this is much more so you get that like kind of sporadic volatile movement up. This is much more composed. This is a lot more methodical. Something like this wound up, this compacted, this I want to say this pressurized. Whenever it lets loose, when this goose lets loose, man, when you let loose the goose here, it's going to fly. It's going to fly high. And if it does happen to see new all-time highs by the end of this move, likely it's only going to fly higher, okay? Breaking out to new all-time highs is a bigger deal than bouncing off of your bear market support and getting a relief rally, okay? That is different. Nice move, but what I'm getting to here, and I had a very poor way of explaining it, is that I think as nice of a move as this was, I would anticipate that the next move up will be bigger. So if it's bigger, and let's just say it started this week, so let's put it at this low here. If that was your low and you started this move right now, which maybe you do this week, maybe it's next week, but sometime this month I anticipate you will. If it's at a lower price, cool, but this move in itself at that same level would put you at about 17.6 cents, which is right at your current all-time high. I don't think you'll stop there. I think you'll see a stronger move. Why? Because you're in a more bullish phase of consolidation here. Why? Because if you hit your all-time highs, if you do get above your all-time highs, that'll be a blue sky breakout and not necessarily demand, but very likely suggest that you'll see some continuation, some extensions past that, okay? If we look at this relative high here, the very first high of this consolidation phase to the low of this consolidation phase, and we take the fibs, you can see that this puts us right in the middle of our 1886 to 200 level. If we stop there, that's fine. If we stop around the all-time highs, that's fine. 17 cents to 20 cents, that's totally fine. Alchemy Pay could do that. We're at this current price now of about 2.63 cents. I would, that would at a minimum, in my opinion, be about a 6x to a 7.8x. Maybe that's where you go. But if you do get above 20 cents, you're not stopping until you're at about 30 cents. Something like that would be about an 11x in overall price growth. And we could absolutely go higher. Alchemy Pay, absolutely. In a blue sky breakout, after breaking out of this immaculate phase of consolidation and breaking out to the upside, ideally, you could go all the way up to your 2618. I don't anticipate that you go to your 2618. That would be about an 18x from here, but I accept it as a possibility. Let's look at Alchemy Pay real quick on a market cap basis. Whoa, I don't even know how I did that, you guys. Alchemy Pay, ACH. Alchemy Pay, 230 million. And what was it here? There's an 18x, 230 million times 18. Why can't I do that? That'd be a 2.3 billion. That'd be almost 5 billion, right? It'd be almost 5 billion. It'd be more like $4.5 billion, I think, if I'm correctly. Yeah, $4.5 billion market cap. Yeah, that's no like real psychological area of resistance. Maybe 5 billion is. I don't know, but to some degree, to some degree, I would expect that would be your maximum potential. And I was looking to see if that was like at a $10 billion market cap, a $1 billion market cap, something significant, but it's not. So anyways, likely if you were to stop, I don't think that it would be at 48 cents, but that would be the maximum kind of area that I would expect you to go to. Likely you don't stop at 12 cents, but I suppose that's the minimum expectation that I would have, and that's at about a 4.5x from the current price of 2.6 cents. Likely you don't stop there, but it is the minimum target. Likely you don't stop here, but it is the maximum potential. The realistic areas that you'd stop at would be anywhere from about 17.3 cents, which again might make sense because it would be a similar move in the respects to this. Okay, it might make sense. 1886, somewhere around 17 to 20 cents. But if you do see a stronger move than this, and that's what I'm expecting, I expect that this breakout will result in the strongest move you've seen all cycle. Likely you would stop, I think, somewhere between 20 cents to 30 cents, somewhere in that area. And I actually like the idea of you going to 30 cents, which would imply that this thing has an 11x to 12x move to make over the next couple of months. And that's what I'm expecting to happen out of from ACH here. The weekly RSI looking pretty damn bullish, in my opinion. Getting overbought time and time again, not getting oversold, and just finding higher lows throughout the whole thing. You're at the 50 right now, a nice area to find support. Sometimes you find resistance here, sometimes you find support here. To be completely fair, both times it didn't amount to anything. To be completely fair, maybe the 50 is not that significant for ACH, and sometimes the 50 isn't, but nonetheless, you do have higher lows. You are rather productive in your weekly RSI. As long as you maintain this look, I think that you're fine. What you don't want to see, ACH, what you don't want to see is a break of structure. And I suppose that would come in if you broke below the 236. So if you got below, and it's quite a ways away, but if you got below 1.76 cents, that would not look good. Wicking below there would be scary, but as long as you don't close below there on a weekly basis, I suppose you're fine. But closing below there even on a daily basis would be pretty scary. I would appreciate it, ACH, if you didn't even get below 2.16 cents, right? Something like that. But again, I don't even think that you're going to go lower. I don't think I personally don't expect that to happen. I think that you'll find support here and continue to move up. I'm just talking about these areas in case they do happen, so you're aware of what's going on. If we were to go lower, I think that you'd find support between 2.16 to 2.5 cents, somewhere in that area. You're at 2.6 cents now, so not too far below. But if you do go below 2.16 cents, that would worry me, because then you look like you're going to go to the 236, and if you get anywhere near this area, you guys, you run the risk of busting out of this pattern to the downside, and that would be terrible. And that's not what I'm expecting out of this coin. So hopefully we can avoid that. Not financialized, not a financial advisor. I'm not saying any of that to scare you. I'm not saying any of that because I expect it to happen. I truthfully don't expect that to happen at all. But if it does happen, these are the things to look for. These are the things to be aware of, and you should be aware of the downside as well. So hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.